Hi, welcome to the Shed. My name is Mr. H, and this is our one-a-day musicianship challenge brought to you by Bob Rogers Travel. Today's challenge is the second in our groove lap drumming series, and this one is all about bass drum independence. So in the last challenge, you learned the basic rock beat. You learned how to keep a hi-hat, subdivision in your right hand, how to play the snare on 2 and 4 with your left hand, and how to play the kick on 1 and 3. In this challenge, you're going to alter the kick. That's the communicative instrument in most modern music. Normally, the hi-hat or the ride is playing the subdivision with the right hand. The snare is on 2 and 4, the backbeat, and the kick is what moves. So in this challenge, you're going to work on that. To submit for assessment, you're going to, again, take a recording of your lap. So stack some books, duct tape something to a stand or something so that you can see your lap. You need to be able to see all the things, and you're just going to play along with the recording. Practice it a few times because there's some interesting stuff in there, but once you get it, I feel like every time that there's a new drum groove for me, if I can play it slow, then I've unlocked it. It's like a video game, and once I've unlocked it, I can just play it. But what I would do is I would watch these. If there's something that's like, oh, I can't do it, pause it, take it out of the, make it go slower than what Rocky's doing, and then go nice at your own tempo. You can use flexible time, meaning you don't have to use a steady beat. So like if I was trying to play something and go 1 and 2, you can go as slow as you want just to make sure that you know that you're playing it right. And if you do that a couple times, you're gonna unlock it and then you'll own it. So here we go.
Hey, welcome back to the Shed. This is Rocky. We're going to continue our groove series, How to Improve Your Groove. We're going to start with the metronome, again, on quarter note equals 80 BPM. Our right hand is going to be our hi-hat again. It's just going to be playing some eighth notes. So think about 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Our snare drum is on 2 and 4 again. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Good. So play along with me with that. And today we're going to be talking about our bass drum. In a lot of groove-based music and a lot of funk music, it revolves around this interplay between your bass drum and your snare drum. So these bass patterns hopefully will help you develop some kind of vocabulary for this groove stuff. And in our last video, we were talking about subdivision. So for all of these, I would recommend subdividing these in a 16th note subdivision in your head. 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. It always solidifies my time way more if I'm feeling that next layer of subdivision. So here we go. Repeat after me. Boom, bop, boom, boom, bop. That's our pattern. Bop, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2, and 3 and 4. Try it just you. Boom, boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop. Very cool. Boom. I always find it helpful also to try and sing. If you're having trouble playing and getting that limbic independence together, just see if you can just boom, bop, boom, boom, bop. I find that very helpful for me. Before I kind of am able to play a groove, to sing it is helpful for me. Let's go to our next pattern. I'm going to change it up. Here we go. 1 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 4. Bass, bass, snare, and 4. Bass, bass, snare, and 4. Even saying the instruments helps me sometimes. So bass, bass, snare, bass, snare. If you want to think about it that way, that's also helpful. Try it just you. And 2, and 3, and 4, and boom, got, boom, boom, got, boom, got, boom, boom, got, boom, got, boom, boom, got. Very nice. Our next pattern, we're going to introduce 16th notes. In a lot of funk music, 16th notes are what gives it that push. It gives it this forward momentum kind of a feeling. So in this exercise, it's going to be on the of 1. Here we go. Ready, go. 1 E, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 E and 2 and 3. You hear this a lot in so many kinds of musics. Here we go. Boom, goo got, goom, goom. Sing it however you want. Boom, goo got, goom, goom. If you want to think about bass, bass, snare, bass, bass, that's fine too. bass, bass, snare, bass, bass. And also try to subdivide in those 16th notes. Think about in your head. Cool. Let's try it on your own. Awesome. Boom, boom, boom. Our last exercise, we're just going to mix it up a bit more 16th note action, and it's going to be kind of rhythmic, so just hang on, try to follow along. Here we go. Ready, go. Boom, 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 go, boom, 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 go. 1 E and 3, 4. 1 E and 3, 4. 1 E and 3, 4. 1 E, 2 E, and 3, 4. Bass, bass, snare, bass, 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 snare. Bass, bass, snare, bass, 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 snare. Try it on your own. This one's kind of tricky. Bass, bass, snare, bass, bass, and go. Yeah. So grooves like this and groove music in general, we could actually turn the metronome off. That's fine. So if you just play this over and over and over again, I think repetition helps the most for me. So if you're struggling to just make these feel good, just play them over and over and over again until they kind of just seep into your soul. It's just like it's a lot of repetition, but if you're able to make these feel great, then it's super helpful for this idiom. So hope that helps. We'll see you in the shed.